Hello, everyone. This is Roman Bagamazov. We are back with another video for our Chinese students. And by we, I mean myself and also my student Joe Goben, and he will be translating today as usual.
大家好，这里是罗蒙·博格马夫佐夫教授。我们今天再一次跟大家见面。
And today we are continuing our case study of the sea snail concrete stock. The market right now, the Chinese market right now, is in the waiting mode, and it all is related to the trade talks between China and the US. So there's not a lot to say about the markets there. So we're just going to continue with the case study, and then next week we're going to come back and we're going to look at the markets again.
今天呢，我们还继续进行实例分析，就是过去的历史分析。因为什么呢？因为现在中国股市处于观望状态，我估计是和中美之间的贸易这个谈判和摩擦有关系。所以说，我们就是暂时先不要关注这个实况是怎么样，我们先看看一下过去的历史分析。
And then our concentration on the concepts today is still going to be a very simple idea. That is the idea of how institutions are positioning themselves in this particular stock. Where could we find their footsteps, footprints through the volume signature and the price action?
今天呢，我们还是继续研究这些机构或者是庄家，他们是如何进行运作的。我们如何从量价关系上发现这些机构操作的踪迹？
All right, let's go to our chart, and I believe this is where we left off, right? So we've discussed quite a lot on this chart. We've discussed all of these moves up, and where we have some kind of patterns of the distribution. We've talked about the specifics of how in the Chinese market institutions distribute. So there is a very interesting idea where distribution happens on the way up, and then distribution happens on the way down. And that is related to partially to the 10% rule that Chinese market has.
上次呢，我们讲的是这一半部分，我们讲到了这个机构是如何在低价位吸筹的，然后呢，它如何把价格运作到高点，然后在拉高的同时开始派发。有的时候呢，如果它在拉高的时候没有派发完毕的话，那么会在下跌的时候继续派发。这个拉高派发呢，是中国股市的非常大的一个特点。最主要是它和咱们的跌停板有关系，因为如果是派发量太大，跌停了，它就没有办法再派发了。
We also have discussed an accumulation, emergence of institutional buying that is going to be reflected in the volume signature. So usually after the distribution, we're going to have the period of institutional inactivity. And usually during this period of time, the prices are just going down. And then suddenly we would have a change of character, both in price and in the volume signature. This is where the volume is emerging, and therefore demand is becoming of good quality, and that demand is associated with institutional buying.
上次的时候，除了派发以外，我们也讲到了吸筹。吸筹呢，就是在股价下跌到一定程度的时候，猛然间，然后呢，有一段时间呢，它可能是说，哎，这段这个下跌是量非常窄，也就是说，机构在观望，根本就没有参与，所以说股价在下跌，但是呢，它的成交量也非常低。然后呢，有一段时间猛然间下跌到猛然间，然后呢，成交量增大，而且呢，它的特性也改变了，就是这个罗蒙老师画的这个CHOCH 的特性改变了。你看，成交量猛然间增大了，然后呢，这个价格趋势也猛然间改变了，从下跌迅速的改成了上升。
And that happens over and over again. right? Distribution either on the way up or on the way down, a period of inactivity, then a change of character, then again a distribution of some kind, inactivity, and then they are coming in back into this position. Again, distribution either on the way up or on the way down. Some period of inactivity, which is not really well defined right here, but here it is at the end. And then they're coming back into this position.
这种价格的循环往复，一次一次的进行，也就是从这里看到大家派发完以后呢，然后是属于低成交量，庄家根本就没有参与，价格自由下落，下落到这儿以后，庄家介入，成交量增加，然后呢趋势改变，然后庄家开始吸筹完以后就开始上拉，拉到这儿以后再派发以后又这样，然后庄家就这个机构再次出现，成交量发生变化，趋势发生变化，然后拉起来以后又开始派发完以后，这一段可能是说这个成交量和价格，咱们到时候再研究它的相关度。在这里呢又出现了一段这个机构没有参与的价格下落，然后开始机构再次介入。
Okay, so today we're going to start with this area right here in 2012 going into 2013, and we'll finish the whole history of the stock. Now I want you to understand the context of this trading range. This trading range is resting on the levels of the resistance that were created by a distribution right here. So what has happened, and even though this was a very short-term distribution, but there were some distribution qualities to it. So when we're looking into this area, we're thinking that there was some kind of selling, at least a temporary selling at this level. So as the price comes back to this level, the biggest question that we have is there going to be more selling or not? And we definitely see that there is really not a lot of selling, or if there is some, the result of it is very minimal, and the price is being able to hold on to these gains and not to go lower, which is bullish.
今天呢，我们把这个海螺水泥啊，从2012年讲到2015年，我们把这个过程讲一讲。这就是刚才说的这一段，我们今天主要讲这一段。这一段呢，我们是看到它是一个交易区间，也就是这是一个盘整的区间。这个盘整的区间呢，我们看一看左边它是什么？正好是上一次有一个小派发，在这里面是到顶，然后有一个小派发。不管这成交量多少，不管它是不是一个短暂的派发，我们看它都有一个派发下跌的这么一个特征。所以说我们这是说它是一个小派发顶，然后拉起来以后，然后又开始回落到现在这个交易区间。我们要知道，回落这个交易区间，它是正好坐落在前一个派发的区间相似相等的位置。那么我们问题就到这了。那么这个区间它是干嘛的呢？它是在派发呢，还是要重新吸筹？如果我们看到这点的话，那么我们就看到，这里面不管成交量怎么变化，它几乎下降的幅度是非常小，也就是结果很大，这个 result 下降的结果非常小。
All right, well, let's look into the 2012 trading range in more details. And I believe that we have stopped somewhere here.
那么我们就详细看一看2012年、2011年年底和2012年整个这一年的价格变化。就是刚才已经这是放大，然后大家来看一看。刚才呢说这个努力增加了，结果向下的结果却小了，这其实是一个牛的表现。好。
Well, let's define the structure first, and we kind of could see that our main trading range is in 2012. And it's being formed by somewhat of a substantial rally right here, which acts as a change of character. So we have not seen this type of rally before. It has the elements of the increased spread to the upside, increased volume signature, and sometimes you could confuse this with the previous rally that looks somewhat the same. But what's different about this change of character rally is that there is a little bit easier movement to the upside. So for instance, on the first test right here, we don't have such a strong move to the downside, and we recover much faster, and we are going above the previous high in a much more sustainable way, and we're not failing down. We're actually continuing making the new highs. So this is a change of character that being defined in phase A, and that just basically says to us that from the downtrending environment, we are stopping, changing the character, and that suggests a consolidating action or a trading range.
然后呢，我们把2012年这段时间的交易区间好好看一下。大家看到了，这是一个区间，一个盘整的过程。那么这个首先呢，看到2011年年底和2012年这段的上涨阶段，这段上涨呢，我们可以看出来，它和以前下降通道中的任何一次上涨或者任何一次过去的叫反弹，它都不一样。所以说这段不一样，它的特征我们把它叫什么？叫做特性改变。这个特性改变，我们看这里面的价差增大了，向上的猛然间突发的这个距离也增加了。你看和上一次相比啊，上一次其实也有很好的改变，但它没有这次改变的非常明显。你看这次改变是几波，多了一波，这一块到这块也结束。其实它都有这种，而这次呢是彻底的特性改变。这是典型的阶段 A 的特征。
All right, so now let's talk about institutional accumulation and therefore institutional presence and institutional buying and institutional absorption of supply. And also we want to, so all of these questions we want to address. We also want to address the question of, and this is the question of the bias predominantly, right? So the bias is up. So how do we see that? And also we want to address the question of institutional timing. That is, when is price ready to leave the range?
通过这一段呢，我们要学习的是什么呢？是机构，最主要就是这个做庄的庄家或者机构，机构有没有在吸筹？机构是在什么时候出现的？机构是不是在买卖？机构是不是在把这些个浮筹是不是在扫清？是不是在吸附？然后呢，这些问题回答的是一个，那么我们将来的方向是什么？如果是机构是吸筹的，它会把这些浮筹都吸收掉，那么方向就是向上。然后呢，我们再看机构的时间表，也就是说它什么时候准备拉升，什么时候能够拉升离开这个交易区间。
Well, let's go one by one. We've talked about the context of this trading range. We said that as the price goes down, it doesn't go lower than the previous range that was created, a couple of years before. And we definitely see the volume signature that is really high. So volume signature is high. That suggests that there are institutions that are operating in this space. So there is institutional presence. Go ahead, Mike.
我们从结构上说，刚才我们在那个缩放的图中已经看到了，目前这个交易区间它是坐落在和前面一个交易区间相似的位置，也就是上下相似的位置。然后这个股价下落到这个位置上以后呢，大家看到成交量显著增加。成交量显著增加是什么意思？就是说机构开始出现，机构开始活动了。而这个地方下降以后呢，坐落在下降跌到什么的位置？跌到前一个交易区间那个位置的时候，它就不再下跌了，就停止下跌了。 停止下跌是 是阶段 A 的表现特征。
Now, let's look at the definition of the buy. Do they buy or do they sell? And we kind of see that on all of the rallies, demand is increasing, supply is decreasing, and it's decreasing significantly. Then demand is increasing again on the rally, and supply is decreasing as the price goes down, but it's slightly more than what we've seen on this reaction. So if we would be comparing, let's say, 1 and 2, we would say that supply at 2 is more than supply at 1. So that suggests some kind of retesting. And as we look at the next retest, where again demand is growing, supply is decreasing. So this is a really good sign, because not only supply is decreasing relative, to the reaction that we have, but also relative to the previous area where supply was relatively high. And then we see again the confirmation of the demand increase and increase of the supply. Such picture, when demand is increasing and supply is decreasing, suggests some institutional buying.
然后我们刚才通过成交量已经看到了机构是存在的，我们一条一条看啊，看机构是存在的。那么我们就回答这个问题：机构是在买呢，还是在卖？那么大家看，在上涨波段，我们看分成上涨波段和下降波段啊。在上涨波段的时候，我们看这个上涨量，每一次阳线的量都很大，而阴线的量都比阳线的量低一点。平均来说，看到没有？每次上涨波段，这个成交量增加，下降波段成交量减低。那么只有到这儿就是每次的时候都差不多这个现象。但是我们要看到这个波段的时候，这个下降这个 K 线的时候，它的成交量会高一点。也就是如果是说这个下降波段2，这是下降波段1的话，那么下降波段2的成交量，虽然总体来说它是下降波段的成交量是减低的，但是它有2个区域成交量比较高，这说明什么？这说明它是在测试。然后再看这个下降波段，这个下降波段和这个下降波段，这2个波段的时候，它的下降波段的时候成交量也是逐渐在减低，而且它比下降波段2的成交量总体成交量都低了，这都是好消息。也就是在股价下跌的时候，成交量在缩量；股价上升的时候，成交量在增加。你看这里，这是罗蒙老师画的，上升波段，也就是需求在逐渐增加。供应在逐渐减短、缩小，供应在逐渐缩量，这是机构在吸筹的表现。
So as they are buying on the way up, at the same time they absorb the supply. And the confirmation of the absorption of the supply is always going to be in the areas where supply is contracting to the most minimal point. And that would suggest the absorption of the supply.
那我们看到机构的在这里的表现，就是在上升波段它在吸筹，它的增加，而且下降波段它是在吸附。在上升的时候它买，在下降的时候它是在吸附。吸附到什么地步呢？在吸收到下降到最后的时候都已经快吸没了，所以说它没有办法，它只好把这股价拉起来再买。所以说它在这个交易区间内，它都是重复的这么一个过程。过程到什么时候有一个显著特点呢？就是到了一定阶段的时候，所有的成交量都会减低了，就是股价再往下压的时候，都已经压不出量来了。
So as we go through all of these attributes, that suggests that institutions are buying, they are not selling. Whatever selling comes, it's being absorbed. So therefore, most likely this is an accumulation. We need a confirmation that indeed this is an accumulation, and it comes right on this rally and the reaction. We see that the demand signature is increasing, and also the character of the rally changes. The price travels up back into the trading range very quickly on increased volume signature, which is an institutional volume signature. And then after that, supply is contracting a lot. and that happens with the higher highs and the higher lows. So suggesting that the result to push the price down is diminishing on the diminishing supply, and therefore this is an attribute not only of the bias, which is confirming the bias to the upside, but it also is telling us that the timing of the price leaving the trading range is now.
那我们刚才根据这几个特点，比方说在上升波段的时候，成交量在不断增加；下行波段的时候，成交量在不断的减少。那么经过几次反复以后，成交量已经非常少了，说明供应减少了。那么通过这几项来说，我们认为这个波段是一个庄家吸筹的波段。那么我们如何确认呢？这是我们的意见。如何确认呢？那么确认就是股价被庄家猛然间拉起来，在成交量非常小的情况下，大家看到是吧？这里的上涨已经和前几次的上涨的特点不一样了。比方说这里有跳空，这里面有这个价差非常大，而且非常快，这是属于第二次特性改变的特征。然后这是需求增加，然后呢股价上升，而且是出现了顶比顶高，顶比前顶高，底比前顶低，底比前底低，不是 ，sorry， 底比前底高，也就是顶比顶高，底比底高，这就是上升趋势的表现，出现了这么一个情况。也就是通过这一点，我们说我们确认了这是对前一段时间吸筹区间的确认，而且我们觉得方向也是向上的方向，而且这段时间的表现告诉大家机构拉升的时机到来了。
All right. Well, now let's look at how the price moves up. So as the price moves up on these two rallies, the volume signature increases here. And then the supply signature is starting to increase on the reaction that has a much, much larger result than what we've seen before on the previous reactions. And then look at the character. If we would compare the character of the moves to the downside, so let's say 1, 2, and 3, the character of the third reaction has increasing spread, velocity increase, supply increase as well. So the character is changing. There is a change of character that suggests that even though that we have moved up, the price is still not ready to advance further.
那么我们看到，机构把这个股价从这个交易区间内拉出来以后，我们再看看有什么特点。首先呢，在这一段的时间，大家看到这还是上升波段，然后成交量增加，上升波段成交量增加，然后下行波段的时候，这时候成交量非常小，到这儿出现了一些个供应，大家看到没有？这里的成交量，下行波段的成交量比这儿的成交量要高，所以出现了一些供应。而到这儿的时候，就会发现供应非常大，而且呢，这个价差增大，成交量增大，而且下行速度比较快。如果我们把这个叫做下行波段1、下行波段2、下行波段3，这个看的时候，这个下行波段明显的比这两个成交量下行波段的成交量高，而且下行速度快。这就说明什么？说明是机构虽然是把这个价格拉出了原来的交易区间，但是猛然间供应出现了，也就是这个时候的股价还不能够持续上涨。
So we could expect either a trading range or further decline. Institutions were present on the way up, and then they were present on the way down, suggesting that even though they got into this position, some of them either took profit or some of them are saying the prices, the conditions are not there for the further advance, and we're just taking something off the table.
从这一块我们看到，这里确实是机构把价格拉起来了，而到这儿来呢，这个机构在价格在拉升的过程中在买，而且这个时候机构也在价格下跌的时候卖，也就是机构在买卖的时候都出现了。换句话说，他猛然间发现时机有点不对，或者是他是获利回吐，或者是发现时机不对， 然后它开始卖出。这种大量卖出导致的结果是什么呢？两种，第一个就是再出现一个盘整，要么就有可能这个价格还回到这个交易区间的底部。我们往后看它是哪一种结果。
So let's look what happened. And we see that there is a move to the downside first, and the supply signature is still there, especially on the first reaction of the high that comes after the upthrust attempt. And then supply is still there, relatively there, but it's contracting. So that suggests that there is less selling on the way down. And we would just have to see if the demand's going to come at this level where we previously have stopped.
然后大家刚才说了，那么这一段时间那个机构有派发有卖，供应加大的表现，那么有可能结果就是第一个就出现一个盘整的区间，第二个有可能是价格下跌到原来的底部支撑地部。那么看这个是什么呢？哎，价格下跌了，而且跌得很快，这里跌得很快，非常吓人。但是大家看到呢，它这个下跌的过程中呢，这块有一个向上测试，也就一个反弹，下跌以后一个反弹，这里是上冲回落。反弹完以后呢，虽然是价格下跌的很快，但是成交量却没有这里高，也没有这里高，就说明什么？在下跌的过程中，第一，它量不是很大；第二，它是缩量的。那我们就要看到这个支撑能不能把这个下跌的趋势阻止住。
Right. So now let's look into this whole area right here, because this forms a very, very large trading range with some sub-ranges. So for instance, we have a trading range right here. Then we have a trading range, which is kind of like an apex formation right here. We had a distribution pattern right here. So accumulation, distribution, and then accumulation again.
那么整个看这个大的罗猛教授展示的这个区间，这个大的区间呢，它是一个圆底，看到了吗？它圆底，然后它包括有3个，最起码要包括3个区间。这是在左面，我们刚才说了，这是一个吸筹，庄家是在吸筹，然后拉起来以后觉得时机不对，然后呢开始派发，派发以后股价下跌，跌到这个地方以后，大家看到它形成了一个楔形或者是三角形这么一个地方。那么这时候呢，正好它分析也是大概也是吸筹，然后这里面出现了它写了一个 SOS， 也就是强势出现，这里面又出现强势了，然后出现了一个回踩。我们大家看看它分析。
What's important to notice here is where in the second period of accumulation, the price is finding the support. So we saw that there was some buying, let's say in this area right here. They came in and they bought. Then some buying on this rally right here, some buying on this rally right here, this rally right here. Then the distribution happened and it took the price down. And there was just a little bit of the buying on the way up right there. But we see that the buying is starting to be more persistent as the price obviously leaves the trading range. So this institutional buying not only suggests that the bias is to the upside, but also suggests the timing, that right now we are leaving the trading range and the price is going to go higher. But before that, the way how they are buying on the way up is slightly different. They are buying at a slightly higher level than before. So that also confirms a bias to the upside. We just don't have the timing yet. And the timing comes a little bit later on.
罗蒙老师指出了几个上升波段，这个上升波段呢，都是在机构在买入的波段，看到吗？这些机构都是机构买入的波段，而这些波段呢各有不同，这些波段是前期的买入波段， 然后呢价格拉升，拉升完以后又出现了供应，价格又回来，回来以后大家看这里又有一些个买入，这些个买入量不多，但是呢价格起来了，因为这里是超卖，然后起来以后呢，这几个波段和这个波段很不一样，就是说这几个小波段其实在一个 trading range，在一个楔形里面，而呢它有一个特点就是什么？这几个成交量的这几个集中地，就是这个买的集中地，位于这种高点，而不是像以前那样位于低点。这个时候就说明它机构的吸筹是在高位吸筹的，然后到这里是机构集中买量非常大，在突破了这个楔形以后，集中买量非常大，这里面就说明什么？不但机构在买，而且这也是机构的一个时机。从突破的时机来说，大概突破就是现在了。
Let's look into more details of this last run. And we could see that the predominant institutional signature is around this area right here. This is where institutions are extremely active. And look what happens next. As they were extreme buyers around this area, as they bought in, then they allow the price to go down, but they only allow it to go down to this level where they bought before. So this provides a natural support area and also confirms that because the price does not go lower, that the bias is to the upside.
那么罗蒙老师把这块再放大，详细讲一下这里的意义。这里面的意义是什么？刚才说了，这段成交量非常高，所以我们说机构的运作的踪迹或机构运作的痕迹就在这块，机构在这里是最活跃的。那么它在哪里面是最高呢？就是在这块的时候，机构买是最高的，大量的购买，大量购买以后，股价开始上升，上升完以后，机构允许价格回落一段时间，回落到哪儿呢？你看它回落到这儿就不够允许回落，刚好是机构大量的买入点，所以说机构的购买形成了这段时间下跌的一个支撑。
And we definitely want to confirm that with the decrease in supply into this reaction.
而且在回落的过程中，大家看价格回落了，其实的成交量反倒减低了，也就是供应减低了。
Okay, well, then let's see what happens next. So we see that the rally is developing, and then something interesting happens in this area. And this is exactly the pattern that we've talked about before. So let me just decrease here. Okay, we don't need this. Look at this pattern. We have that institutional buying. It's being supported right here. And then we have this rally, which we will participate in together with institutions. The volume signature on the upside is slightly diminishing, suggesting that in near-term future, we're going to have at the minimum some kind of stopping action and maybe a resting period. And then as we go up on the next rally, relative to the previous rally, result on this rally number 3 is diminishing, so we don't have the same type of move to the upside that we've had before. And at the same time, the effort on this rally is increasing. So we have a lot of effort to push the price up, and yet the result is not as great. That suggests the emergence of supply, and that suggests that we could have a distribution on the way up.
嗯， 然后呢，大家看这3段上升波段，这段刚才说了，这里是机构大量买入的波段的地点。然后呢，它在回调的时候，这里也是由于机构的大量买入，在回调的这一段，它构成了这段的支撑，停止了下跌。停止了下跌以后呢，而且是供应也没有了，逐渐减低，没有了。没有以后，股价开始上升。股价上升的这个波段是很多散户跟入的波段。也就是机构已经在这儿买完了，到这儿来是散户开始买，因为它是调起来了，做多以后，大家看到这里面的成交量反倒不如前面高，而且到这儿以后开始停止，停止以后就说明什么？说明说短期来说有可能这个股价涨着就开始不涨了，就开始停止涨高了，因为这里面的买入已经减低了，然后开始回调，回调完以后。大家看这个波段，这是非常有趣的波段，猛然间成交量增大了，而且 K 线也增大了，而且到这儿来出现一个什么？成交量非常大，但是呢，也就是说努力增大很多，而且都是上升 K 线啊，努力增大很多，但是结果却非常减低的非常快，也就是努力了但没有结果，这说明什么？这说明供应非常大，这说明庄家在派发，而且是庄家在拉升的过程中在派发。
As they have sold on the way up, so we're talking about the distribution on the way up, then they are selling on the way down as well. We see this from a relatively high supply signature and then a relatively high demand signature, which contains some of the supply behind it. So this relatively high supply signature suggests distribution on the way down, and it's being confirmed by the price action, which overcomes the previous support, and that also has a different character, which is a change of character, increase in spread, increase in distance that the reaction has traveled relative to anything that we've seen before. So therefore, we see that institutions first sold on the way up, and then they sold on the way down.
刚才看了这一段时间是机构在边拉边派发的一个过程，派发完以后呢，然后股价开始大幅下跌。这个下跌的过程中，机构在干嘛呢？它也在派发。你看它这里的成交量要比这里的成交量都高，也下降波段的成交量都高，说明什么？机构在大量派发。然后股价跌到了原来的支撑点，到了支撑点以后，又开始有人买入，因为到了支撑嘛，你看这里面有一个支撑 tail， 支撑的尾巴，然后呢到这儿来以后，下影线支撑下影线，然后到这里面又开始股价反弹，反弹的时候有人又大量的买入，买入的结果是什么？没有结果，这说明什么？说明机构在这里还是在派发，也就是从这一段下降波段来说，我们说下降，你看它的这个价差增大，成交量增高，比原来这个下跌的时候成交量增高，然后呢下跌的幅度，这个整个距离也要比原来这几次下降波段的距离增大，所以说我们把这块叫做特性改变，说明说向上这股价拉升的特性已经被改变了。
Now remember, we've talked about this pattern where distribution on the way up could be followed by the distribution on the way down. And obviously this is all institutional distribution. And then there's going to be some kind of period of institutional inactivity. And during this period, the volume is going to diminish significantly, and the price could either go down or kind of drift in the trading range. And look what happens next. So we had our distribution on the way up. Then we have a distribution on the way down. And then what happens with the volume signature? We don't see any presence of institutions here. So therefore, you always have to think in terms of institutional presence. What are they doing? Are they buying? Are they selling? And then if they're out of the market, you have to think, if the stock is not being supported, what's going to be the price structure? Well, most likely it's just going to fail, or it's just going to be in the downtrend. And that's exactly what we see. So we want to stay away from this type of stocks where institutions are not active.
然后记不记得罗猛教授他刚才画了一条这个结构图？这个结构图就是什么？庄家在吸筹完以后开始拉升，拉到顶端的时候，它是庄家的特点是边拉边派发，然后派发到顶端以后是边下降，它也在派发。等到庄家或者机构把他的筹码派发完了以后，他就无作为了。无作为的时候是什么？他是观看，他是看着，隔岸观火。这个时候的股价是什么？基本上来说是慢慢的下滑。因为什么？因为机构已经不去支撑这个市场了，不去再去保持这个市场的在一定的高度。所以说，只有散户在交易的时候，很多时候这个股价就是慢慢下滑的状态，而且它的成交量也是非常低迷。所以说，我们要找股票，我们要观察庄家或者机构再一次活动的时候，就要找这么一个股票，就是它的在有一段的时间慢慢下滑，成交量非常低，这么一种股票，然后再次观察机构的动向的时候，会非常明显。
All right, well, let's look what happens next. And as we look at, let's say, let's look at this whole uptrend right here. We could see that from the area where institutions were not so active, so let's say from this area right here, suddenly there is some kind of activity that we see. So institutions are coming back into this position. And that produces the rally that is much better than any rallies that we see in this previous consolidation. Also, on the next reaction, not only we're creating a higher low, but look at the levels of the supply relative to the previous levels that we have seen. Supply is definitely going down. So we have a demand increase and supply decrease on higher low after what looks like a change of character. And that suggests that institutions have changed their bias, they have started their buying, and they're not selling anymore. So that suggests a bias to the upside.
然后刚才这段时间大家记得吧？这段时间是庄家没有参与股价自然下滑的一个过程。下滑完以后，到这儿以后，你看这里面下滑到以后呢，成交量其实已经非常低了。低到以后，猛然间出现了这么一个波段，是一个上升波段。这段上升波段呢，大家看到成交量增加了，在上升的时候增加，在回调的时候成交量是减低的，也就是它的供应是减低的。那么这段时间呢，我们看它的价差也增大。然后呢，而且也出现了底比底高、顶比顶高的这么一个过程。我们认为，哎，这是不是那么特性又改变了？也就是特性从下跌改变到开始上升呢？让我们观察。那么观察了这段时间是机构比较活跃的阶段，而且刚才这上出现了成交量减低的过程。然后呢，我们看到这里面可能的是一个特性改变。那么我们看到它这里面在下跌回调的时候，成交量减低完以后，它又开始上升。从这段跟前一段时间相比，我们会发现它出现了顶比顶高、底比底高这么一个上升趋势。所以说，我们认为这是一个确认的特性改变。
So not only we have the support levels that are resting on the previous resistance, so resistance becoming support. We also see that the next rally has a different quality than the previous rallies. It's much easier in the way how it goes up. It has a little bit of the increase of the demand signature behind it. And then the whole area after that is also resting again on the upper part of the previous formations. The volatility that comes in, the increase of the volatility that comes in at this point of time does not produce a big result. And that usually would suggest that on a lot of effort to push the price down, the result is not there, that suggests a bullish bias and a continuation.
我们大家看这段，它有一段时间是支撑，也就是说股价拉起来以后再回调，这里面找个支撑。那么这个支撑找在哪儿呢？找在前一段时间的高点上做附近，就说明这个时候它的阻力压力位就变成了支撑位，互换了，角色互换了，阻力变成了支撑。那么阻力支撑，看这次突破了这段时间的这个交易区间的时候，它这段的特点是什么？你看比原来要容易得多，非常快，而且几乎是没有回调的这么一段这段拉升，要比这段拉升要容易得多，比这段拉升的斜率要高得多。拉升完以后，它再次回调，再次休息的时候，它这段休息的区间是在哪儿？是在几乎前面所有的阻力线之上。这段时间的回调在所有前面的阻力线、阻力位之上，然后出现了一个震仓。大家看这个震仓，成交量非常大，是这个下影线，是这个下跌 K 线，但是呢，它并没有造成大量的回调，到这儿回调又止住了，又开始支撑了。
And look at how quality and the character of the way how the rallies and the way how the reactions behave is changing from one area of the uptrend to another. We could see that in the first area, we do have some kind of accumulation attributes with the contract and supply signature. But then reaction is still somewhat of the prolonged. In this second period here, the reactions are all flat. And that's a big distinction from the first period where reaction was more profound. And the rallies have different qualities. They rally better. They have a much better quality for the upside bound bias. And then the third area has more of the speculation behind it. This is where weekends are joining the party and they are participating in this move to the upside. So therefore, the volatility to the upside increases, the spread increases, the volume signature also increases, and we're just going to look into the volume signature in a second.
罗猛教授画了3个区域。他说这个3个区域，你看它每个区域的特点都不一样。咱们先谈上升波段。那么在第一个区域的上升波段呢，你看它上升完以后就有回调，大量的回调，而且这里面的斜率比较低。到了第二个上升波段呢，这块回调的这个幅度已经很少了。你看这里面有大量的回调，这里面回调的幅度少了，而且它的上升的斜率也增加了。这里面回调有，但是很小。到这来。然后再看下降波段，下降波段你看在第一个区域里面它下降波段比较大，到第二个里面下降波段的几乎是平坦了，到第3个区域下降波段也在逐渐的减少，然后到第3个区域的时候，也就是说第2个区域其实比第1个区域要强很多，也就是市场很强很牛。到第3个区域有点什么？有点像投机，有投机的趋势出现了。大家看这个价差增大了，然后呢，成交量也增加了。
Let's look into this third run, the last run into the consolidation area. As we look into the volume signature, in general, the volume signature has increased. So again, that suggests that institutions are active in this area. And we want to understand what is the institutional bias. I mean, obviously, they've been very active in this area, and that was an accumulation. What is the bias here in this area? And we could see that from the way how the price moves, the thrust to the upside is starting to contract. And I'm taking these highs here, which are significant highs, and I'm looking at the progression from one high to another. And we see that there is a shortening of the thrust, which is basically telling us that the momentum behind the buying is going down, and that suggests that we could have some kind of reaction. That is being confirmed also by the volume signature, where we have an increase of the demand, and then just a slight decrease, and then a more significant decrease. So this picture where the volume is confirming the price, let's say on this rally, and then it starts to fade away, going into the highs, confirms also the idea that there could be some kind of reaction.
那我们看这个第3阶段，也就是最后这个阶段，然后这个阶段有个什么特点呢？然后大家看成交量是比原来显著增加了。那么我们问这个成交量显著增加，也就是说机构活跃的标志。那么前一个机构活跃的标志成交量增加的时候，机构是吸筹。那么在这儿机构是做什么呢？我们看到，首先这里面有这4个上行小波段。上行小波段的时候，大家看发现这个幅度，就是第一个到这儿，第二个到这儿，第3个到这儿，第4个到这儿。如果从这3个相比较的话，每一个幅度突破的幅度的递减，这是 SOT， 也就是突破幅度递减。突破幅度递减代表什么？代表了动能减弱。动能减弱的意思就是说我上升的动能在不断的减弱，那么有可能回调就到来了。然后呢，从成交量里面也看出来，大家这里成交量增加了，这里成交量增加了，上升的成交量，换句话说，需求是增加的。到这儿的需求的时候，罗蒙老师画了一条线，稍稍减低，和前面有相似，但稍稍减低。到最后一个上升小波段的时候，它的成交量或者是需求就显著的比原来低了。
Now, because there is a suggestion for some kind of reaction, this reaction usually is going to be more than anything that we've seen before. So therefore, this reaction suggests a change of character. Now, I would go back and I would look at the previous analogs. Right, so let's look at that. For instance, we could look, so we're looking into this reaction right here, which is a change of character. And I want to look at analog of how it happened before, because I want to understand, is this a change of character that is going to lead to a distribution or a reaccumulation? And as I look at the previous analog number 1, I could see that, well, first of all, the volume signature was so much higher than the volume signature in this area. So there is no heavy selling that we could see on the change of character. That's number 1. The second one, the result of that selling and the extent of the change of character is quite different. We're seeing how relative to the previous rally on the first reaction down, we're giving up a lot of the gains. Here, we are not necessarily giving up a lot of the gains. So again, it becomes a little bit more bullish and suggests more of the reaccumulation, or at the minimum, it suggests a trading range that is going to have, a longer duration, and rather than just a move to the downside. So the current price action and volume action, together with the change of character, is much more bullish than the one that we've experienced in 2015.
刚才大家罗蒙老师讲了这个，这是属于叫向上突破幅度递减。那么突破幅度递减有可能预示着，那么这个股票要回调。那么后来它一拉，果然一看这个股票下跌了。下跌完以后呢，它要拿这个下跌的幅度，就这次的下跌和前几次的下跌找一个类比，也就是比较一下，然后看到这次下跌和前一次下跌有没有相似之处或者是不同之处。那么我们就跟2015年那次下跌相比，下跌首先呢比什么呢？比成交量。那么我们看这次的成交量虽然有，但是比前一段时间的成交量要低得多，就整个成交量 或者是说庄家拉升的时候的成交量也比原来的成交量要低得多，下跌的时候成交量也比原来低得多，说明什么？说明这块没有庄家的大量卖出，这是第一个。第二个呢，看下跌的幅度，下跌幅度呢，第一次2015年的下跌几乎是下跌了它一个上升波段的50%、1/2左右，而这次呢，整个上升，然后下跌的时候，它大概在1/3到1/4左右，所以说它没有下跌那么大，所以说这个预示什么？有下跌，有成交量增加，但是没有以前厉害，没有以前严重。以前严重的时候是造成了一次的下降波段，而这次呢，我们估计它可能是一段交易区间，或者是一段比较长的交易区间，而不像以前的那样那么熊，那么一下就导致了一段时间的股市的下滑。
So again, coming back and looking at what happens next in one analog over another, we're seeing that because of this weakness, the mean reversion is to the downside. There is some kind of downsloping action. Because of this strength, the structure is more horizontal right here. And we could expect that we're going to continue being in this trading range until we see some kind of increase of the institutional buying activity. So instead of the volume contraction, we need to see the increase of the demand signature that would suggest that institutions are present, and then that their bias is to the upside. If the price is going to have a move to the downside, more of the quality that we've seen here, and it's going to happen in this area right here, and the supply is going to increase, then we would have the bias to the downside.
那么根据前面的比较，我们看到了这里面这个下降波段的时候，它要比目前这个下降波段这个行要弱，这行稍微牛一点。那么结果呢，就是说这行更弱的时候，它导致了一个下滑的一个通道，而这里面稍微强一点呢，它就导致了目前来说还维持在这个交易区间之内。所以说我们要看后面的发展是什么。如果是说这个股市比较牛的话，如果是继续牛的话，我们需要看到什么？我们需要看到机构再次活跃，机构需求再次增加，也就是向上的时候，股价向上的时候，需要看到这个成交量也要堆量增加，也要大量的增加，这就是股市比较牛的表现。但是如果说我们看到这个时间，这个调整盘整的时间比较长，如果长到某一年下降的时候，大量下跌的时候，股价下跌的时候，如果这个时候成交量增加的话，那就说明供应出现了，那么有可能股价会跌破这个交易区间，然后向下滑，那个时候方向就是向下了。
All right, so that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching this video. As usual, we would like to hear your comments, your questions, and thank you again for sending the emails to us. We really appreciate that. And until next week, thank you so much and bye-bye.
好，今天就到这里，感谢大家观看我们的视频，也是像以前一样，非常感谢大家给我们留言，给我们发 email，我们也非常希望听到你们的意见和跟我们一块儿来做这个事情，感谢大家，好，下周再见。